Hey guys, welcome back. Boltspider here, and today we're going to be talking about a very interesting topic that came up in the Wikipedia Discord. And this is about all these normal monsters that the TCG does not have. Now, if we go to my Edo Pro, because I keep documentations of stuff like this, there are a total of 154 normal monsters that aren't currently in the TCG, and I kind of want to go over a few of them today. Now, there's quite a bit, as I said, but a lot of these are very iconic. Some cards like Linoon or Lioun. We also have other things. I think this is still an OCS. The Durdrick, and just a few other cards. And let's take a look back at the start of the game and just see what they had to deal with at the very start. Now, this is also excluding things like the starter box and the starter box theatrical release, and a few other sets here and there, like or Jump promos and other stuff. So the first set, Volume 1, this was released back in 1999, and there's still a few iconic cards in here, being Dark Hole, Dark Magician, Fissure, Gaia the Fierce Knight, Sparks, and Trap Hole. So honestly, it's just get the biggest attack monsters that you can get and just continue. Now, one of the recent imports that we got from this set was Hourglass of Life. This was in 2022 from a Speed Duel Academy box, and that's where all of the normal monsters are being placed in now that we don't have. And in my opinion, I would rather have them imported in core Yu-Gi-Oh sets than Speed Duel sets, even though it kind of makes more sense having them in Speed Duel sets, since there are decks that they create that actually house who use these. After that, we have Booster 1. Booster 1 is kind of like Volume 1, but it has some different cards in it. As we can see, all of, like Beast Fangs, Legendary Sword, and a few other cards are in here. But really, a lot of these aren't even in the TCG. From Ancient Jar to Dark Plant to, I don't think we have Drollbird. We do have Drollbird because that was a promo or a card in a pack from World Championship, which in my opinion they should start doing again because those were actually very cool. We also have things like Midnight Fiend, a very weird but kind of iconic card in my opinion, next to other things like Gate Deg, or even our lovely little friend right over here that just got imported, the Shadow Who Controls the Dark. This was also in a Speed Duel set from Twisted Nightmares. It's a structure deck or starter deck for Speed Duels, so that's actually very nice, along with two other cards as well. Now, this is just a more of a introduction. Here's some reprints, here's new cards, and just have fun. We also have a random Jin card here, Jin the Watcher of the Wind. This would actually be very cool, in my opinion, to have, as this is a Rescue Rabbit target for Jin decks. Next up, we have Volume 2. This added more cards to the OCG. As we can see, some of the very first fusions from Dragoness the Wicked Knight, Cayman Wizard, Carbonala Warrior, Malvis, and Zombie Warriors. Some of these cards took forever to get to the TCG because some of them were in Astral packs and OTS packs. So that's great nostalgia there. We also have things like my personal favorite, Holograph. I remember using this in Forbidden Memories. Very nice card, but more of the iconic cards come in here. Curse Dragon, Dark Energy, Final Flame, Monster Reborn, Mystical Elf, Swords of Revealing Light, and Urabi. All those are very iconic cards. D-Spell as well, that were used throughout times of Yu-Gi-Oh! And then we have Booster 2. This is kind of like another all new cards and some reprints here and there, but this set really doesn't have much to really say about outside of Ukazi and Rogue Doll, which was a Pegasus card. And I think one of the cards that people really liked from this set, there's really not that much, but these two right here, we have Bean Soldier, which we've had since Tournament Pack first season, all the way back in 2002, has never had a reprint since, and Bat. People have been wanting Bat to come to the TCG because it's just a funny card, a mechanical bat that drops blasts from its wings. This card I remember seeing a lot in Forbidden Memories because it's a card that you just generally get. Next up, we have Volume 3. This is where it kind of changed the game a little because we had a few flip effects added. So, we have Armed Ninja, cool. We have Flower Wolf, Gaia the Dragon Champion. We also have Hani Hani, Man-Eater Bug, Red Eyes Black Dragon, Skellingull, Stop Defense, and Potagreed with one piece of Exodian here. So, Hani Hani, Man-Eater Bug, just some very old school classic cards. Metal Dragon as well. Just so many amazing cards. We even have Borox in here, which is a very interesting card to say the least. After that, we have Booster 3. Now, this is one of my favorite sets of all time that OCG has gotten because it has cards like Castle Wall, the original Dorado, which we still don't have even after 25 years, which baffles me a lot of the times. We also have Great White, Hercules Beetle, a very cool card that goes with Quaggar Hercules, which we got a reprint back in OTS Pack 18, which wasn't that long ago, only a year. We also have Hourglasses of Life, upgraded counterpart of Hourglass of Courage. That was an import in Storm of Ragnarok. Now, other cards we have Reinforcements and Reverse Trap. Skullbird, pretty cool card. Vermilion Sparrow, another good card. Takuhi, this is a very fun card to have. Warrior of Tradition is one of my favorite fusion monsters, even though it looks like beautiful Headhuntress, or it is the exact same card but different hair. Warrior Tradition has been one of my favorite cards in my opinion, just for a fusion alone, because it looks cool. I love the sword, and it brings back a lot of fun memories from the past. This set also debuted Ultimate Offering way back when, as we could see all the way down in Booster 3, and also EX Starter Box, which I forgot to open up. And here's another one that got imported recently, being That Which Feeds on Life. Very weird card. A lot of these cards back then were very weird, morbid, or just strange, but it gave the game that iconic flash. Also, Dark Artist here. This card was imported in Legacy of the Valiant, so that's been it's made it to the TCG at least. After that, I wanted to look at the EX Starter Box because there's a few cards that are in here that I would like to talk about. The EX Starter Box was pretty much just a structure deck, or starter deck at the time, that had tons of cards in it. Things like Change of Heart, Ancient Elf, Blue Eyes White Dragon, Cursed Dragon, Dark Energy, Dark Hole, Fissure, Just Desserts, Last Will, a reprint of Monster Reborn, Summon Skull, reprint of Trap Hole, a Wabuku, along with Dark Energy, Witty Phantom, Yami for that whole entire deck, which was very, very amazing. And there's also a few other cards in here that are worth mentioning, but I kind of wish that there were images, but it's because Yugipedia is still reconstructing what they lost, so if you want to support them, go to their Patreon page and help support them there. If you donate to the $20 per month roll, you get a secret access channel in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Organization Discord for secret market watches, or secret market watches, and also other top secret things. Kumori Dragon, very, very good card, and it has been reprinted since 2002, which is crazy, in my opinion. Next up, we have Volume 4. This has some iconic cards like Kakuna Evolution and Dark Sea Shark, along with our little friend, the Electric Lizard from Metal Raiders. Other cards that I really personally like in here, there's Kaminari Attack that was used in Thunder Dragons for a little bit, Magician of Faith, Mask of Darkness, another piece of Exodia, the actual release to Summon Skull, Water Omotics, and just a few other cards here and there. Even Eternal Drought. Even this just destroys all fish type monsters on the field, which I think is hilarious. Next up, we have Booster 4 from Volume 4. This set I don't think had that much because it's just mostly a reprint of Volume 4, but this also housed Graceful Charity, a super broken card at the time, and in my opinion, definitely worth the pickup from this set. We also have Swordsman from a Different Land, which was also printed in Legacy of the Valiant. Very funny. After that, we have Premium Pack. They had Premium Packs way before that, or way before us. And this set had Time Wizard, Dancing Elf, the Head of Exodia, and I think the other two pieces came in another set. I don't remember which sets. Meteor Dragon, and my favorite card, Mikazu Kinoyabi. This card I have a playset of from Legendary Collection. I loved this card so much when I pulled it, and honestly, it is a very, very cool card. And we also have Cosmo Queen here and Dharma Cannon, which I believe we do have from Tournament Pack Season 2. After that, we have Volume 5. This had Black Skull Dragon, actual original Big Eye, Change of Heart. I believe this was the official print of it. We also have one of the Gate Guardian pieces being Kajin, and I don't think the other ones are in here either. But this set, oh no, all the pieces are in here. We also have Soul Release, Tribute to the Doom, just a few great cards in here as well. And let's go to Booster 5. We have Brachioradius. Brachioradius, very cool card, and in my opinion, very, very cool dinosaur to have. After that, we have Just Desserts in here, Morphing Jar as well, Royal Decree, Needleworm, and Wolf. The Wolf, normal summon, activate Raigeki, normal summon Wolf. Have fun. Next up, we have Volume 6. This is more of cards that we know today, more iconic, like Baby Dragon, Blackland Fire Dragon, Dragon Piper, Flame Cerberus, Horn of Heaven, Magic Jammer, Muka Muka, Polymerization, Solemn Judgment. I think this was a reprint to Polymerization. 7 Tools of the Bandit, Sangan, Starboy, and Thousands Dragon. So this set right here was part of our Metal Raiders set, and that was a very good set, even though Flame Cerberus, I believe, was one. Yep, Metal Raiders right there. Next up, we have Booster 6. This is a lovely pack because it contains Cyberstein as a common, along with Crimson Sunbird. We also had Fusion Sage. This card is almost as old as the game. Goddess with the Third Eye, Mystical Sheep number 2, Penguin Soldier, Skelegon, Mystic Sand, and Kaiser Dragon. All iconic cards from McDonald's packs, or even just their main set as well, or even tournament packs too, like Astral Pack 5. And the final set I want to go over is this special premium pack right here. As we can see, Blacklisted Soldier and Blacklisted Ritual are in here. This actually became part of our premium pack way back in the day. As you can see, Premium Pack 2, even though Fiend's Mirror got skipped over, and that was in Premium Collection 10 back in 2012. Man, I feel old. But this was part of our Premium Pack 2 back in the day, and this is just a wild set just to randomly get some iconic ritual monsters. Now, one of the things that I really like is that Blacklisted Soldier has gotten support in the past, but we also have Super Warline, Zera the Man, and Fiend's Mirror that are still kind of waiting on their new support as well. I hope that they do support these 3 ritual archetypes as a whole, because we recently got Hungry Burger, so I hope these 3 get their support later. But for this actual series of cards, they just came out over time, and it really reflects that. Now, some of the sets I did skip over were like the starter box, because this was actually another very important set. As we could see, Polymerization and Raigeki are in here, along with Flame Swordsman, Flame Manipulator, and Flame Ghost, with a lot of these instant fusion targets that do come up here and there over time. Fusionist Madolche, Darkfire Dragon, because of just being a dragon. Cherubin, the Fire Knight, and Flame Ghost, all because of level 3 targets for Madolche. And just a lot of these cool cards that came out so long ago. And they had V-Jump promos way back when, and this was 13th Grave, Kana, and Trial of Nightmare. As we also, there's Turtle Tiger, Celtic Guardian, Dark King of the Abyss from that V Jump, which, in my opinion, very cool that they did that. And this was just the start of the game. I kind of want to do a series on this where progression starts from 1999 and goes all the way to today, all through OCG sets and using their rulings to understand their game better. But I want to know what you guys think about this informative video. Anyways, I've been Bolt Spider. See you guys in the next video, and goodbye.